did.
Oh. Well, that's fair.
Oh, but I'm so happy that I finally won the game against the Luca Goers.
And I just got alerted that you are going live streaming.
I didn't get a notification for you, though.
That's so annoying.
You're likely shadow banned.
Shadow banned?
Uh-huh.
What's that mean?
It means you do have content out, but people are not getting notified.
Oop. That's annoying. Yeah. Oh, hello, Great Chaos. How are you in this when it says that we're not live yet? I'm confused.
It's likely saying that the stream is starting soon, and so he's already in the chat.
Ah. Oh, there you go. Live!
I'm still offline.
Huh.
Now I'm online, according to this. Well, according to the stream page, I'm actually still offline? Oh, it locked me out of YouTube? Why? Okay, now I'm back in, and it says I'm live. Weird.
Whoops-a-daisy?
Well, I'm not too fond of YouTube anyway recently, as many of you might know.
Ditto there.
But welcome everyone who is here. I have one viewer so far, but it might just be me.
I have no one. Oh wait, no, I have one. I have one.
Well, we do this a little bit. Hello, Red Chaos. We're doing this a little short notice, as always.
Yeah, this is just for fun though, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. For everyone who was waiting for a live stream like last week, Midnight and I decided she decided not to do a live stream while she was here.
Yeah. We wouldn't have been
And
able
I must agree.
We wouldn't have been able to stream to both channels for one thing. And then trying to upload a 2-hour possibly longer thing on over his internet. Yeah.
We decided not to do one while Midnight was visiting me. But we are doing one now.
And we are still together.
Yes, nothing has changed in that regard. So everyone who's trying to send me condolences about losing my girlfriend, no.
He is still my pudding pie.
Pudding pie.
My little pudding.
You're my little purple poodle princess.
I'm going to so tear AJ apart for making that a thing.
Hey, I had to endure sexy nurse visual.
What?
Nothing.
Hi, everyone! Please call him that.
No.
Yes.
I deny everything.
Sure you do, sexy nurse visual.
I'm never going to live this down, am I?
Nope. Now, shall we get started, or shall we recap? Very quickly.
I think we should recap quickly because we kind of do this every time.
True. Okay, let's go. So Midnight has gotten back from going back in time, has saved Princess Lily, Lupina's daughter, and it turns out, and she, after talking with Lupina, has found out that Script didn't just get, stuck in the past. He actually got kicked into a unusual magical pool lake that Midnight needs to go save him from. But before that, she's gone back and rested. It is now sleeping beside sleeping Lily, who's still hurt with a cracked skull because of a rock.
Well, not quite a rock, it was a brick, but same difference.
Is that everything?
Yeah, basically.
See, I'm good at summarizing.
Yes, sexy nurse visual. Xena made that a thing a while ago.
Of course, we did.
There was even fan art of it.
I am so looking that up. Anyway, shall we continue?
You're not. You're not looking that up. Just look for sexy nurse visual as a hashtag. Yeah, sure. Why not? So, dear Midnight, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. You are slowly waking up on the sofa in Visuals and Scripts living room and feel something cold and wet pressing against your nose.
Groggily opens my eyes.
And your own eyes look back at you.
Ah! Swipes at myself. Or whatever that is.
It jumps back, making the same surprised noise as you.
Looks curious at this other me. Who are you?
It repeats your question right back at you.
Glares at it.
It glares back and sighs.
What? Jumps off the couch and walks forward to it.
It walks forward too.
Pounces on it.
It pounces towards you as well.
Wait, how does
And the
that
two
work?
hit each other in the air.
Shakes off and goes, "Oh, come on! Just... Who are you? What are you? Please don't be
It
dangerous. I
asks
don't have..."
physics. And it groans.
Quit copying me.
It tells you to stop copying it.
Whatever. Should I just call Discord?
It blinks slightly in surprise.
Ha! There! You didn't copy me that time.
Well, my dear fella, you do know my good friend Discord?
Yes. Now, who are you? And why do you look like me?
The better question would be, why do you look like me?
Because I'm me, you're not me, unless you're from the future, in which case I don't have time for this time dimensional stuff.
How can you be sure that you are you and not me?
Pretty positive. Now.
Well, pretty positive isn't 100%, my dear.
True, but I've had a long night. So, quit acting like... Quit acting like unreformed Discord and just tell me.
The figure before you turns into black mist, only to reform into an adorable little pup a second later that is scratching itself behind the ear.
Well, you see, Miss,
Midnight.
Midnight. Oh, yes. You see, Miss Midnight, I just came by to visit my good brother. And by the way, you wouldn't have seen him anywhere, would you?
And he turns to black mist again and reforms into script.
Oh, you're one of the 5.
He turns into the great and powerful Trixie, throwing off fireworks behind him. Correctamundo!
And you're clearly the morph boy that I heard about.
Trixie goes back to all fours and looks at you with a deadpan expression.
Morph boy? Really?
You're a guy. And you morph.
So?
Morph boy. Besides, your other name's Greek, isn't it? Morpheus, Morphido.
Morphus. Not Morpheus. That guy's totally boring.
Anyway, I'm afraid Script is kind of caught in a pool or lake or something at Griffinstone. So I'm going to have to go rescue him once I figure out who's going to have to look after Lily here.
Oh, don't worry. I wouldn't worry about her. And what do you mean my brother is caught in the... Wait, in a lake in Griffinstone?
Underneath Griffinstone?
You wouldn't happen to mean the lake that time forgot, you know?
Yeah, that one. Apparently, one of your dear sisters accidentally, well, no, definitely not accidentally, threw him in there when she was fighting past him and future him.
He facepalms, still in script's form.
That so sounds like him. Never had a sense for when to quit a fight. I always tell him, don't fight if you don't need to, and especially if you can get hurt.
Well, he was kind of distracting Lupina from me, so... Anyway.
As you are talking, you catch Morphus's scent, and for some reason it makes you think of demons.
Wait a second. Why do you smell very familiar?
What do you mean, very familiar? I am quite certain that I have never...
And he stops looking at you for a second. And he turns into a demon pony right in front of you.
Midnight glares at him, recognizing his form instantly. You jerk! You're the one that turned me into this wolf!
Yes, that was a giant laugh, wasn't it?
Laugh?
Yes. You know this whole, you will be a wolf until all eternity.
Because of you, my family kicked me out. I nearly got killed so many times, all because I was a wolf.
As I said, giant laugh, wasn't it?
Charges at him.
He just stands still, and you run through a cloud of black mist as you reach him.
Damn it, I knew that was going to happen.
Well, my dear, as I said, never fight if you can get hurt. And I'm certainly not gonna want to get hurt. And I'm not gonna fight you.
Uh-huh. Look, why are you really here?
Because I have to talk to Script. It's urgent.
Urgent. Why?
I mean, if you value your continued existence, then... then yes, it's urgent.
Elaborate.
Well...
And he turns into a giant projector screen. And projector.
Sort of blinks a little in surprise, but goes along with it.
The projector starts projecting scenes of the Big Bang.
Well, you see, my dear Midnight, during the Big Bang, 5 beings were created, one of which is right here telling you this story. And by the way, I'm the funny one.
Yeah, continue.
The power of creation was split into 5 pieces, 4 of which were split up between my siblings and myself. The 5th is, well, basically our long-lost brother, if you like.
Mm-hmm.
Who inherits half of the power of creation. Follow me so far?
Yes.
And the screen changes, showing a beautiful planet with skies made out of fire, silver grass, and beautiful lilac-colored mountains.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Well, what you are looking at is a planet called Gallifrey.
Mm-hmm.
As you might have already noticed, my siblings and I, most of us landed here on the planet Aquis.
And an image of the planet Aquis appears next to the planet Gallifrey.
That's here, I'm guessing.
Yes, the planet Aquis. Well, our last sibling, well, let's just say, he did not settle for landing on an existing heavenly body and created one for himself. This planet being Gallifrey.
Okay.
He is not so fun. Not as fun as me, at the very least.
Yeah, right.
And for some reason, he has now gotten it into his head that, let's just say he thinks that he should be the only one being with the power of creation.
So wait, is he coming here to destroy you guys?
Exactamundo!
And the thumbs up logo appears on the screen.
And considering he has half the power and you guys only have half split up between you, he's way more powerful than one of you.
He can basically pick us up off one by one, yes. And I don't know what you think about the whole thing, but I do value my continued existence.
And I'm guessing he doesn't exactly want to use the power of creation for anything good.
Well...
He shows you the image of an amorphous blob of some gelatinous material, which is muttering to itself how all the universe has to be reset.
Okay then. So you need Script's help to stop him. Wait. Even 2 of you wouldn't be enough. You'd need all 4 of you.
Exactamundo once again. You're a smart one, aren't you? So I will need myself.
A black cloud appears on the screen.
My dear brother Script.
Image of Script appears on the screen, next to the black cloud.
My dear bitchy sister Elysium.
A picture of Elysium appears.
And of course, her one and only queenliness, Queen Lupina.
And an image of Lupina with a party hat and a clown's nose appears.
Okay, that's funny.
Gotcha!
But Lupina's stuck in a book.
And suddenly the whole projector and projector screen setup disappears, and he turns into Big Mac. Well, aren't we there in the pickle there?
Not really. I know how we can get her out. She told me. But... yeah...
Oh?
Well, since we basically need to save Script and Lupina to save the world, I guess we're stuck together.
And he turns into Flam. From Flim and Flam. Comes up to you, grabs your paw, and shakes it vigorously.
Ah!
So happy to be on your side, Miss Midnight. So, where should we start?
First, I'm going to call someone to keep an eye on Lily, just in case.
He looks over at Lily and waves a dismissive hoof at you.
Don't worry about my dear niece, my dear.
And he stomps the hoof and Lily disappears.
What did you just do?
Don't you worry, my friend. I just brought her somewhere safe.
Tell me.
Let's just say Script has this elaborate little labyrinth of his. I have my own place to live.
She's got a cracked skull. I meant just get Angel Bunny to keep an eye on her.
I have a fully fledged hospital at my place.
Why do I have a feeling that mainly consists of clown noses and floppy shoes?
A clown nose falls from his pocket.
I do not know what you mean.
You promise me she's safe?
Cross my heart, hope to fly, stick a cupcake in my eye.
And he turns into Pinkie Pie, sticking a cupcake in her eye.
You better keep that promise then, because Pinkie will be... well, what's the word? Destroy you?
Oh, I do know that Pinkie values her pinky promises, so no problems there.
Good. Right. I'm guessing you have teleportation powers, yes?
To an extent, yes.
Will you be able to teleport us to Griffinstone?
I have an even better idea.
And he taps his hoof on the ground, making the ground shine in a bright white light and tremble.
No. Just teleport us there. What are you doing?
Suddenly, the whole mountain of Griffinstone emerges from the ground. And you find yourself standing on its peak, looking down at Griffinstone and a lot of very confused griffins.
Put it back, Morphus!
Why? If the prophet doesn't come to the mountain has to come to the prophet, they say, don't they?
No! Put it back, you crazy mist boy!
He turns into a human form of Flam and snaps his fingers, making the mountain disappear. By the way, making you fall quite a bit to the ground.
Uses my magic to lower me down softly.
And he lands right beside you. That was no fun. You're a party pooper, aren't you?
Please just teleport us to the just outside Griffinstone, please.
Griffinstone. And he takes out a little notebook from his pocket, flipping through.
What are you doing?
Looking up the address.
Isn't it easy, Griffinstone?
Bringing something to you is much easier than bringing yourself to it. And then he taps his finger on an entry in the notebook, looks at you, and asks you, "Are you ready, you little purple poodle?"
Yes, but don't call me that.
He pets your head. "Sure." And as he snaps his fingers, you find yourself right in the throne room of Griffinstone, surrounded by about 20 Griffin guards.
Morpho?
Yes?
Can you take care of the guards, please? Put them to sleep or something?
Your wish is my command. And he snaps his fingers, turning all of them to pups who are taking their lunch nap.
That works. Anyway, come on. Shh. I think I remember Lupina saying it's beneath the throne thing. Come on.
And as you approach the throne, you hear a voice. Coming from the throne. "And what do you think you're doing here?"
Looks up.
You see a very fat griffin sitting on the throne with a crown on its head.
Sorry, but we kind of need to go under your throne, because there's a friend of mine kind of stuck somewhere.
Stop talking.
Huh?
And he pulls out a scroll from beside his throne.
Miss Midnight Wheat, are you?
Yes?
And he unrolls the scroll.
Are you here to settle your debt with the Griffin Kingdom?
Debt?
And he looks at the scroll, then at you.
According to our records, you took a loan of 200,000 bits from our main bank.
When was this?
About 500 years ago.
Is really struggling to remember. Mist Boy?
He looks at you, sighs, and suddenly you hear a squawk from the throne.
What did you do?
as you look back to the throne, I assume,
Yeah.
you see that the poor, poor king is now buried by bits.
Do you ever do some stuff with logic?
What? He wouldn't let us pass unless you settled your debt, Miss Little Debt.
You could have put it in a chest and not killed him.
He's not dead.
Eh. Anyway, shall we?
Sure. After you.
Can we even get under the throne?
Morphus snaps his fingers once more, and the whole thing, including the platform it's sitting on, just floats up into the air.
You know, I'm going to ask you to return everything to normal except for the bits once we're finished here.
I have the bad feeling about that too, yes.
Good. Pats Morphus's head.
And before you touch his head, you suddenly encounter a cactus.
Dude!
No patronizing me. I'm a few centuries, millennia, aeons older than you.
And yet you still act like a pup. Come on. Looks to see if there's a hole.
There is, and there are stairs leading down.
Starts heading down.
Morphus follows you, and he grumbles all the way down, every few meters snapping his fingers and igniting another torch on the wall.
Simply uses magic to make me be able to see in the dark.
You see a very decrepit-looking hallway at the end of the stairs. It only goes in one direction. There are no doors to the left or right. The ceiling looks, well, as if it's caved in places.
Keeps going.
You come to a hole in the ground. And behind that hole is no further hallway but just a wall.
Wait, what?
It's basically a purposeful built hole in the ground. It's not caved in due to decay or something.
Oh. Looks through the hole.
You see a rusted grate laying on the floor down below. And recognize Queen Lupina's throne room.
Hey, I know this place. I'm guessing there's no other way for me to...
Do you really?
Yeah, it's Lupina's throne room.
Morphus summons a little flame that hovers for a second over his hand and then floats down carefully. The throne room that you see with the light of his flame is totally immaculate. Not a speck of dust.
That's unusual.
You see, my dear Midnight, my dear sister Lupina does do things kinda like script in some ways.
What do you mean?
What you see down there, I guess you have already guessed, is just a copy of her throne room that she wanted to use in case her original one got destroyed or she just got bored of it.
Huh. Fair enough. You'd think with the power of creation, they would just snap their fingers and change everything up.
That would be way too easy, my friend.
What's wrong with easy?
It's not fun.
And he jumps down the hole.
Geronimo!
Jumps down after him.
And he catches you.
Thank you.
No problem, my little wolf.
And he sets you down. As you look around, which I assume you're doing, you see that Morpheus was right. The throne room is not built with the beautiful masonry that you saw in the original throne room, but where the doors to the throne room would be is just a rock wall with a dark corridor.
Ooh. Any idea where this place is?
Deep inside the mountain, my friend.
So basically keep going down corridors.
Actually,
And he snaps his fingers, and the whole place is suddenly brightly illuminated.
Ah! What did you just do? Wait, no, why did you just do it? That's the question.
I turned on the light.
Huh. Looks around.
Believe it or not, that is one of my easier tricks.
Let there be light. Sounds familiar.
Exactly. And I should have copyrighted that quote.
Anyway. Looks
Yes.
around again. What is there only one corridor?
Only one corridor. And a lot of paintings of Lupina on the walls.
Well, only one way to go. After you.
I think as a gentle stallion here, or gentleman as I am currently, you should go ahead, Miss Midnight.
Yeah, but you're the ultimate creation person. I'm just a wolf. Go.
You really are no fun, are you?
Can be. But not when the world's at stake.
He kind of disappears for a second, and you feel a numbing sensation on your tail.
Turns around to look.
And he has turned into a squid numbing on your tail.
Throws him against a wall.
Before he lands on the wall, he turns into a fly, and then again back to a good representation of Script, dusting off his white vest.
Well, that was uncalled for.
It was uncalled for to numb my tail. Now come on. I'll go first then.
And he follows after you.
Keeps looking around as I go.
You see metal bits laying on the ground. They look charred.
Something's up here. Sniffs the parts.
They smell like molten metal.
Hey, you know the way Lupina's race was really, really well advanced?
Yes,
Did they make robots?
I am pretty sure they did, but they also made stuff like this up there.
and he points to a contraption that kind of looks like half a ball that has a pipe sticking out of it.
What's that?
For once, he steps in front of you,
Just watch, Miss Midnight.
and he takes a few steps towards the contraption on the ceiling, which suddenly comes alive and shoots an energy beam at him.
Well, we better be... Jumps back a little.
By the way, the energy beam, he deflects it back at the thing, making it explode.
Yeah, could you maybe keep an eye out for those and deal with them when we come across them?
No problem, but I certainly didn't think that they would work after all this time.
Well, considering these parts smell pretty fresh, as in freshly destroyed, I have a feeling we're going to come across quite a lot of stuff. Besides, Lupina, she would make things to last centuries.
Yeah, I know. I still can't get rid of some stuff she ever made for me.
She made stuff for you?
As you look at him, you notice that he's wearing an earring. Very small one.
What is that?
That, my dear, is something that Lupina calls pulling a prank on the prankster.
Let me guess, it can't come off.
Exactly.
How did she
I
get...
have been trying for almost 1,000,000 years.
Question, how have she managed to... How did she manage to get it on you?
She gave it to me as a present.
You trusted something that she gave to you as a present.
Well, yes.
Just sort of give him a look of, yeah, you deserve it.
He kind of raises an eyebrow at you.
Hey.
I will have you know that Lupina and I used to be pretty tight.
As tight as Script and Dead Girl?
No, not quite that tight. We don't have any kids together.
Wait. Huh.
What?
Nothing. Honestly, I'm surprised things are surprising me still.
So, no matter what form I take, this stupid earring won't come off.
Not even in smoke form it doesn't fall off?
For some reason, she managed to make it so that it turns to smoke as well.
That's impressive.
She is good at what she does.
Question. Would her own armor not be able to cut it off?
You would likely take a piece of my ear as well.
Which would regenerate.
Not exactly, no.
Huh?
Script might be able to recover from wounds that her armor does, but I can't.
Huh. Noted. Anyway, let's keep going, shall we?
Wait. Why are you smiling?
No reason.
And you continue down the corridor. You encounter one or two further automated defenses, which Morphus graciously takes care of. And along the ground, you see cables and what looks to be artificial paws and eyes and other stuff laying around.
Yeah, I'm really hoping there aren't any live robots down here.
Well, Miss Lupina, you can never know.
I've already been fighting other stuff. And I'm not exactly wearing her armor anymore, so I'm not invincible anymore.
As if that armor made her invincible.
Shrugs. Helped me get rid of Evil Script.
Oh, you mean Gerald?
We didn't tell you his name.
Well... Timey-wimey,
He turns into the doctor.
No.
I might have kind of looked into your past.
How?
He gives you a deadpan expression and points a hoof at his face.
Power of creation.
So what, you can read my mind?
Not exactly your mind, but your past time stream. And a little bit of your future one.
Yeah, don't tell me. If there's anything I've learned is that messing with time is not a good idea.
Yeah, and you will learn it as a hard lesson soon enough.
Shush.
What?
Shush.
He shrugs.
Or I'll set night on you.
Is that a promise?
In fact, I might do it for her punishment rather than yours. Come on.
You encounter a fork in the road.
Ooh.
Well, in the hallway.
Fork in the road. Hallway. Weird thing. Any ideas?
Actually, no. Which is kind of new for me. I have a lot of awesome ideas, but none that would help us in this situation.
Goes up to the one on the left and sniffs the air, trying to get any scent of anything. Lake water, mold, anything.
You smell mold. You smell oil. And ozone.
What's ozone?
You know, like in the ozone layer.
That's just air!
No. It has a distinct smell. Yeah.
I wouldn't know it, but okay. Goes to the one on the right and sniffs there as well.
You sniff mold, and something very rotten.
Rotten.
As in decaying.
I think we should go down this one. Points to the right one. The other one smells more machine-like, and this one smells like there's something rotten down here. And if what Lupin has told me is true, this is the way to go.
Alrighto, I'll lead the way.
And he canters off into the, now, thanks to him, brightly lit hallway.
Follows.
Suddenly, he stops, making you bump into him.
What's going on? Looks in front of him.
Well, I think this fella will no longer have any fun whatsoever.
And you see a griffin who has been nailed to the wall by several thousand little needles.
Okay, that's what I smelt. Never mind. Maybe we should go back.
You turn around and arrive back at the fork.
I only asked it. I didn't actually say it that I was doing it. But okay, let's do it. That's fine. That's fine. Goes down the other hallway.
You encounter several small puddles of oil. And what looks to be bits and pieces of a griffin.
Ugh. Clearly, there's something down here killing people. Well, griffins.
I would assume so. Lupina didn't really like anyone going down here.
Yeah. I now wish she had told me the warnings of being down here.
That's her way of being funny, I assume.
Mm-hmm. Keeps going.
And you arrive at another fork.
Sniffs the left one.
I'm not quite done explaining
Sorry.
it yet.
Sorry. I'll zip it up. Sorry.
You're at the fork.
Hmm.
The fork to the right has blood splatters against the walls and little droplets of blood going into it.
Hmm.
They look to be a few days old at the very least. While the other hallway has droplets of oil.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
There are droplets of oil on the floor of the other hallway.
And what was the first again?
Blood.
I'm curious about what else has been killed down here, but at the same time, looks at Mist. So, which one do you think?
He looks around, then looks at you. Who are you talking to?
You.
Oh, me.
He suddenly looks at the narrator.
She caught me Mist.
Then he looks back at you.
Yes, I called you Mist. Now come on.
Well, really no way to really decide here. We can either go down that hallway and find out what other creature has found a horrible end down here, which, by the way, might find us too. Or we could go down the other way, which kind of looks like, well, I don't know, like oil.
Very observant. You're right.
Thank you.
You're right in some ways. Come on, Miss Boy. Goes down the one with the oil.
As you go further down that hallway, you find what looks to be like a black wolf laying against one, leaned against one wall. A big puddle of oil beneath it. One of the eyes is still flickering red slightly. You hear an electric buzzing sound and the sound of grinding gears.
Takes a step back. Morpho?
Yes, my dear Miss Midnight.
Is that a robotic wolf?
You are quite observant, aren't you?
Morphus canters up to the clearly broken thing because it's like missing a leg and part of its side is ripped open.
Okay, you didn't tell me that.
Yeah, sorry. It only becomes obvious once he turns it over.
Okay.
And he gives out a little shout of glee.
Oh, just look at this. It has all the little goodies. Shield talisman, a little magical cannon, and... oh, look at that beauty.
And he pulls out a little orb that kind of pulses with magic.
What is that? Walks forward.
That, my dear, is a self-destruct gem.
Are you sure you should be holding that?
He kind of throws it up and catches it again a few times.
Don't worry, the countdown on this thing is set to...
and then he catches it again and suddenly starts sweating.
Get rid of it, you idiot!
He throws it up and it disappears. A moment later, you feel the entire mountain shaking.
Please tell me you didn't teleport that outside.
Where else was I supposed to put it?
Well, at least tell me it was in the air, away from anyone.
It might have graced the little top of the Griffinstone castle.
At least we're not dead. Come on!
You continue down the hallway, and you hear breathing.
Freezes. Looking around with magic in my eyes.
It is very shallow breathings that you hear,
Walks
but
forward.
you cannot see anything.
Keeps walking forward, following the breathing. Please tell me you hear it too.
Yes, I actually do. But I'm not too fond of that sound. I don't like creepy, you know?
That doesn't surprise me.
I'm the fun one, not the creepy one.
And who's the creepy one?
Ask Script.
You round the corner, and there, laying in a quite twisted position, still wearing a little headscarf and a necklace, lays the emaciated, still breathing and drooling body of Queen Lupina.
Runs forward to her. Oh my word. Scrapped, you idiot.
Morphus comes up to you and looks at Lupina.
Well, it looks like she hasn't been in the best condition for a while.
Yeah, you're telling me. Morphus, any way you could teleport her back to Script's place?
Well, here's the thing. I can only teleport one of us if they want to. And really, I would just have to try, because this body has no soul. It has no will. So I can try.
It's not exactly going to fight against you. And besides, I'm pretty sure Lupina wants her body back. And to get her body back, it would have to be close to her.
Exactly that. Oh my god, I'm not looking forward to her seeing this. At all, by the way.
Same here. So I don't blame her if she tries to rip Scrub apart.
Why would she do that? She tried to kill him when he did this. At least give him some kudos.
For what?
Well, he could have sealed her away in another dimension.
Yeah, but at least she'd have her body then.
Not necessarily. Not if he had sealed both of them, soul and body, in different dimensions. And then crashed the entry gems.
Point.
He actually tried to do that to me at my last birthday party. Very funny joke.
I turned to just give him a look of... a joke? Why are these jokes to you?
Because if I were to take anything seriously, life would be very boring.
Or life would be extremely safe. Ish.
Safe is boring. Where's adventure?
You can have adventure but with being serious.
He turns into Staswell the Bearded.
Yeah, because ponies like this dude were super serious and never had fun, you know? Oh, he did have his great adventures, but what the hell?
Growls a little underneath my breath. I wouldn't change into him in front of me.
He turns into a rock.
For once, the most sensible form you've taken all day.
And he turns into you.
Anyway, can you at least try, please?
Okay, I will, but just because you said please. And because I need her. And he walks forward and taps Lupina's quite dirty fur with one of your paws. Her body glows and disperses into dust.
Please tell me you didn't just kill her body.
Nope, don't worry. I used a little bit of a different kind of transportation than teleportation.
What's that?
Might be safer. Well, just in case her body was going to fight me, I disassembled it.
Okay then. Please tell me it will reassemble back at Script's place?
It certainly will.
Good.
Well, 95% chance.
One problem at a time. Now, where's
There
that?
might be a few hairs out of order once she reforms, but who cares?
I'm pretty sure a body is better. A few hairs gone are a lot better than complete body gone, so hopefully she'll be happy with that.
I certainly hope so. Last time we had a fight was really not nice.
Now, where's that lake? Looks around again.
And he taps your shoulder, pointing around another corner.
Looks around the corner.
And on the wall, there is a sign, literally reading, "The lakes a time forgot, this way."
Looks back at Morpheo. Seriously? Who puts a sign like that? Also, why has there not been assigned to this place the entire time?
I have not designed this place. You must ask Lupina those questions.
Fair enough.
Seriously, my place is much more fun.
What, a bouncy castle the entire time?
One of the floors.
Remind me to send Chase to you sometimes. As long as you don't change him into anything else.
No promises.
Then you're never getting to play with him.
Aww.
Hey, I'm the mother.
Fine.
Hey, I'm the mother. I have to set some ground rules.
Fine, you party pooper.
Aw, come on now.
So let's go.
He grumbles and storms ahead.
Follows after.
Soon you see the purple and blue glow of crystals on the walls that surround a big, big, big lake.
Oh, wow. So, question. He's in there.
Yes.
He's in there somewhere, right?
Well, if Lupina told you that, then exactamundo.
How do we get him out?
Well,
He moves forward, looking into the water for a second.
Interesting.
What?
He looks back at you, then back at the water, back at you.
Well, Miss Midnight, you certainly have naughty streaks there.
What? What?
Well, as one of the five, I can use this thing to look into the future.
Shush! Find Script in the pool. Not my future. Blushes bright
Hey.
red.
He looks again, and the entire lake changes to a picture of Script, who seems to be floating between 2 floors. One floor, you can see a lot of fauna with the foot of a Ponysaurus, while the other shows a spaceship flying through space.
Is that meaning he's trapped between times?
Exactly, or between eras, to be precise.
Okay. What would happen if we just threw a piece of rope in there with a weight attached?
It would have to go far enough for him to reach it.
How can we be certain of it?
You'd have to tie something to the ropes that is approximately the same weight as him.
Looks at Morphus for a second. Like a transformed you?
I didn't think of that. And seriously? You
What?
want to throw me in there?
Calm down, calm down. We can't afford to lose 2 of you. No.
Judging by your reaction at our first meeting, or, well, second meeting, I kind of doubt that you would mourn my loss very much.
It would be a good joke, wouldn't it?
It would be a horrible joke.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry. Look, just get me a long rope, and I'm pretty sure you can make something that is the same size and weight as him. Am I right? Since you are...
Not quite.
Why not?
Power of creation, but there are rules.
You can mix... You don't even have to make another him. You can make a rock in the same shape of him that just happens to be the same weight.
Wouldn't work because it wouldn't have the same density as him.
Density?
Has to do with weight.
Well, yes, but it's a rock.
Look, I don't have time to explain physics to you two, but...
And he turns into script, stomps his hoof, and makes quite a long rope fall onto you.
Hey!
If it means that we can get him out there, then let's just get it over with. And just so you know, if you do not pull me back up, next time I'll turn you into a snail.
Raises a paw, saying, okay, calm down. Now, when you have him, pull twice, and I'll pull you up. Okay?
All right.
And he takes a piece of rope and ties it around his chest. Well, barrel. Takes a step back and takes a running leap, jumping into the lake.
Geronimo!
Grabs the rope in my teeth, wrapping part of it around my body so that it can pull with all my strength, not just my jaw, and waits for the thing.
You wait there for about half an hour.
How deep is this pool?
The rope is still going and going further in. In the distance, you can hear the sounds of hydraulic pistons and metal on stone.
I have a bad feeling.
Something pulls on the rope twice.
Starts pulling as fast and as hard as I can.
And you keep pulling.
And pulling, and pulling, and pulling.
Finally, 2 scripts emerge from the lake. One with the rope around his barrel, the other looking a little bit out of it. And kind of charred in places.
Runs over to the Script, not with the rope around him. Script, are you okay? Script? Okay. Not in the best of moods. Okay. Morpho, you okay?
He looks at you and his eyes kind of transform into spirals.
To be fair, just about an hour in there almost drove me nuts. And that's saying something.
And here I thought you already were nuts.
Hey!
Okay, time to get out of here. You say we can't teleport without his permission?
Exactly, and I don't think he's in the right state of mind to give it.
Wait. Takes out my, gem. Can't this take me back to his place?
He takes it from you and examines it.
Hey, give it back!
Interesting.
Give it back.
You know, even I don't have one of those. And I've known him much longer than you.
Maybe so. Now give it back.
He sighs and returns it to you.
Thank you.
Wouldn't work for me anyway.
Only I can use it?
It's luck to you, yes.
Then what was the whole worry about evil Script then?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
I'm asking Script later. Anyway. Goes over to a wall. Trying to putting it on it.
And a door appears.
Opens the door.
And just as you do so, a multicolored beam of energy impacts on the wall next to the door.
Looks round.
You see 10 still fully intact and fairly dangerous looking, red eyes glowing wolf robots.
Well, pony feathers. Grabs...
Who charge at you?
Morpheus, make a distraction. Cast them against the wall. I don't know. Just get them.
He throws Script at you.
Mm.
Do you catch him?
Yes, I catch him.
Okay. And Morpheus turns into a dragon.
Is quite impressed.
You better make this worth my time, Miss Midnight.
And then he throws himself against the wolf robots, ripping at least 2 of them apart with his claw before they can reach him.
Quickly opens the door and looking through, praying that that Script's house is there. Living room's there.
Is.
Good. And turning around. Alright, thanks. Come on. We need to get through here. Unless you want to teleport yourself.
No, thank you.
And as you look back, you see that the remaining wolves have kind of pinned him down and are chewing on him. Before he turns into mist, and flies through the door after you.
And closes the door quickly, with Script, obviously. I've already put Script through. And takes the gem off. Whew! That was a trip.
Yes, certainly.
Sets Script on the sofa. Well, let's let him recover. Where's Lupina's body? Looks around.
Are you looking for me?
Blinks. looking round to the voice.
In one of the shadows, you see the figure of Lupina.
You have a voice, but how... You're not stuck in the book anymore?
No, I'm not. As soon as you were so graciously bringing my body here, that little bunny was nice enough to bring the book to it.
Huh. I guess he overheard our need of you.
I would assume so. If there's one thing I've learned over the centuries that I've been trapped in it, is that my dear brother's employees are quite resourceful.
Very true. Well, you can thank your brother over there for teleporting your body back.
Oh, believe me, I will.
Huh?
And suddenly she howls, and the black cloud that has just been hovering next to you is forced into the form of a pig and impacts the far wall of the room.
What was that?
Just a little slap on the wrist.
Wait, you can hurt him?
I certainly can.
Nice. Also, very good prank on him, by the way. Like the earring.
That is not quite a prank.
No?
No.
What is it?
I can usually sense him. We all can sense each other. But this thing allows me to exactly know where he is.
You put a tracking device on your own brother.
You would have too if you knew what he had done to me.
You do realize he's the one that transformed me into a wolf, right?
I had an inkling, yes.
Yeah. I know
You hear a groan from where the pig impacted.
Nice to see you too, sister.
Yeah. Okay. Who else do we need? Oh yeah, Queen of the Death place, right?
Elysium.
Please don't tell me someone has to die to go tell her. And I am not volunteering.
Both of them look at you with a deadpan expression.
What? Anything is possible now in my brain.
Morphus decides to elaborate.
No, certainly not. No one will have to die.
Good. Because I'm pretty sure I'd be going to hell.
Also her domain. Not much of a difference. Anyhow, all we have to do is call her.
Oh.
And Morphus takes out a gem out of his pocket after he has turned himself into a generic black unicorn stallion.
Huh. That form suits you.
Thank you.
And he places the gem on the ground, tapping it, making a triangular kegel of light appear over it, showing the form of Elysium. And that form is kind of like wiggling and making a doo-doo-dung, 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 doo-doo-dung sound.
Okay, this is weird.
After a second, the face of Elysium replaces her form, and she looks quite put out, looking straight at you.
Hi.
How did you get this gem, and why are you calling me?
I didn't call you. He did. Your brother. And also, apparently all of existence needs your help.
She looks behind herself, then looks at you, then looks over at Morphus, looks at the unconscious script, then looks into the corner where Lupina is standing, and raises an eyebrow.
Look, this is really not the best time.
Your big brother is coming to this planet.
Her eyes widen a little bit.
Yeah.
I might be able to reschedule things here. And you really say he's coming?
According to Morphus.
She looks over at Morphus, giving him a death stare.
This better not be a joke.
Then she looks behind herself again, her mane kind of obscuring whatever is behind her. And you hear her whispering something about how they will have to continue later and that she has to go.
Yeah.
The connection then disappears. And just a second later, a portal opens right next to you, Elysium stepping out.
Jumps back a little in surprise and goes, sorry. Also, did we interrupt you doing something?
You look at her and see that her mane and tail are quite disheveled.
Yeah.
And she has a little bit of a bite mark on her neck.
Yeah. Definitely interrupted. Definitely. Okay. So, we're all here. Anyone want to wake up Script?
I will do that,
says Lupina and walks over. As she steps out of the shadows, you see that she's walking very slowly and very deliberately.
Lupina?
And she's then...
Lupina, are you okay?
Far from it. It will take a while until I am back at full strength.
That could be a problem.
And she taps him on the nose with one of her claws extended, causing a little bit of a spark. To which Script suddenly opens his eyes, sits upright on the bed, on the sofa, and screams, "I didn't eat the cupcakes!"
Whoa there, Script. No one's accusing you of eating cupcakes.
Good, because I didn't eat them. His eyes are, like, wide open and bloodshot.
Script goes over and rubs his back a little. It's okay. Well, not everything's okay. But right now, try and calm down. Breathe. You're out of the pool. Lake. Whatever.
Lake. Pool. Water. H2O. Time. Timey-wimey.
Exactly. Please tell me you remember me.
Looks at you. Squints slightly, then opens his eyes wide again. Midnight Weed. Lives in the Everfree Forest. Has a Scrox as a son. Has detached her evil side. Looks exactly like Lily.
Yes. You know, you didn't have to repeat all of that. You just had to say, yes, I recognize you. Or just my name. That would have worked. Though, considering Mist Boy over there has read my past, I'm guessing everyone here knows everything.
And you look around at everyone, and basically everyone nods.
Damn it! Don't you guys know anything about privacy?
They just shrug. Simultaneously, by the way.
Okay, that's freaky. Turns back to Script. Feeling a little
He
bit...
still has a crazed expression on his face.
Angel! Get Script some tea!
Angel appears, not carrying a cup of tea, but about 500 boxes of tea leaves.
Huh?
He shrugs, pointing at you and then, like with his ear, and then at the boxes.
What?
Points at you, points at the tea.
You want me to make the tea?
He shakes his head.
Someone explain!
Elysium walks over, looks at you with a pitying expression, and says, he wants you to choose which tea to make.
Oh. Whatever is Script's favorite.
Angel Bunny kind of makes a fake barfing noise, sticking out his tongue, and runs off again, coming back with a rather foul-smelling liquid later.
What version of tea is this?
Lupina looks over and says, this looks like something from my kingdom.
Do I want to know? I don't know. Gives it to Script. Here, drink this and relax.
He opens his muzzle and literally pours the whole steaming cup down his throat in one go. Then screams in pain.
But you... What?
Then he suddenly shakes and jumps off the sofa into the air, his body contorting in midair, deforming slightly like a balloon animal that you're squeezing. And as he lands next to you on the sofa again, he is sitting upright, crosses his legs, takes another sip from the second cup that Angel Bunny has just brought over, and looks at you. Oh, hey, Midnight.
What is that tea?
Dragon liver.
Please tell me you're back to normal.
Considering that dragon liver has quite the extraordinary mental healing properties, yes, I am. Though I must tell you that being stuck down there for 500,000 years was not fun.
Clearly. So, do you know what's going on, or...?
He looks at Morphus and the others. I see you freed Lupina.
Well, we kind of had to.
And I will certainly have to have a word with you later, dear brother, Lupina says, scowling at him.
Yeah. One problem at a time. Besides, I might help you there.
Hey!
You left... Did you look at her? See her body the way it is? How cruel do you have to be to leave her like that?
She would have done worse to me if our roles had been reversed.
Even still! Once you had won, you could have frozen her body or something, or put it into stasis where she wouldn't be as emaciated as now, and guess what? Because of that, we could be in terrible danger!
He looks at Morphus.
Him. Him. Then he looks back at you. I understand.
Also, how do you know it's a him?
Well, we could also call it a it, but, you know, him makes the whole thing easier.
Fair enough. Just means the girls are a bit outnumbered.
Yeah. Not really.
Anyway.
Just count it. Me, Morphus, and him against Lupina, Morphus, Lupina, Elysium, and... Oh, yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, what are we going to do? Well, actually, better yet, what are you all going to do?
Lupina looks around. Then everyone is kind of looking at you.
What? Please don't tell me you're all
Yes.
telepathic.
Lupina steps up to you.
Well, we kinda are, but that is not what is going on here.
What is going on?
Just look at us. We are a ragtag bunch of demigods at best.
So...
If we fight him, the outcome is already predetermined.
But you're together. That should at least give some advantage.
She raises an eyebrow.
Consider this. A rock. Take a little rock. What will happen if you throw a rock that is about 5 times the size, or 4 times the size of the original rock onto that rock?
It'll be crushed.
Exactly. So even if we fight him, he will just pick us off one by one.
Then what is the option here? Are we really just getting everyone together for the last goodbyes? Because if that's the case, I have to go to my family now.
Script smiles sadly at you.
No, actually, we certainly wouldn't come together for something like that. We don't like each other well enough to do that, actually.
So much for sibling camaraderie.
And then Elysium looks at you, stepping forward.
We may not like each other very much, but we do what needs to be done, and we usually do not act against each other. That has to count for something.
True.
And Morphus appears right next to you.
Also, we do have a plan.
What's the plan?
Oh, you will so love it. I devised it.
Looks at script. Why does that make me more concerned?
Script sighs, waving Morphus away, so Morphus kind of turns into mist and rematerializes as you on a bookshelf. Look, Midnight. We all only have... If we put our powers together, then we have half of the power of creation.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a problem.
What?
As Lupina has already explained, our dear brother, or at least we assume he is,
has the other half. And he would be easily able to crush each and every one of us.
Okay. So, what?
The only way to prevent that is to put something against him that has the same amount of power.
So, you want... So because it's split up right now, it's better to combine it into a bigger rock that is just as big as him.
Exactly.
Well then, I suggest you take all the power. No offense, but I don't trust the rest of them.
I can't.
Why not?
And neither can they.
Huh?
Certainly, believe me, we have tried to take each other's powers in the past.
But you can't?
Nope. For some reason we are, let's just say, incompatible.
But wait, doesn't that mean that he can't take your power?
That, I think, doesn't quite apply. For some reason, we all know that he is compatible with all of our powers. It is one of the little tidbits of information that the universe gave us after being created. And that little fella, and Morpheus appears right next to you again, this time in the form of a bird, means that you are our last hope.
Wait, what? You wanna... Wait, what? She backs up a bit. Whoa, 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 whoa. You wanna give me your power?
Exactamundo.
But there's no way I could handle that much power.
Actually, you could.
Why? How?
Lupina looks at you. Because of the form he gave you.
Because I'm a Lupina Incarna?
Lupina Arcane, yes.
Hey, sorry. I only recently found out that that's what I am. I've been going by Wolf.
Fair enough.
But... you really think I could stop him? How?
The chances are actually 50-50.
Okay, but how can... Wait. If he's trying to take my power, I have to take his first, right?
Exactamundo.
Sits down a little shocked. I've never done this sort of thing. Wait, how would I even be able to hurt him?
Lupina kind of hits her paw on the ground, making her armor appear out of thin air.
Okay, point. But please promise me you'll, I don't know, let me take it off later?
She smiles and chuckles a little. No problem.
Thank you, because I'm pretty sure your daughter would rather wear it than me.
To be precise, I don't think so. She's never liked this thing.
No wonder you're able to tell that I was an imposter all those years ago.
It wasn't so hard. A mother knows her child, you know.
True. Okay, I'll give it... If this is the best option, I'm guessing.
All of them nod simultaneously.
Stop doing that!
And they simultaneously all ask you, what?
Stop nodding and replying at the same time! It's incredibly creepy!
All of them kind of shakes their heads, and then Script says, oh, I'm sorry, that sometimes happens when we are all together.
It's very creepy.
I admit that it is, yes.
Alright. Should I put the armor on first, or should you give me your power first? Which is which?
Just put on the armor, we'll do the rest.
Alright. Puts on the armor. Feeling unusually very comfortable in it.
Very comfortable in it?
She likes the armor, okay? She does really like the armor.
Yeah, I just didn't hear you right there. It was breaking up a little, so...
Oh, sorry.
I had to ask. Okay, let me have a drink, because I've been talking for almost 2 hours, and I need a drink. Wow, that really hits the spot. Okay. After you have put on the armor, all 4 of them step forward, and each one of them touches a part of you that is exposed from the armor. Morphus goes ahead and changes into a human form of Applejack before he does so. And suddenly you see the extremities that they used to touch you glowing a bright white light.
Closes my eyes to sort of keep my eyes,
Protected.
Yeah.
You feel an incredibly hot energy flowing into you.
Okay. That's a lot of power.
And after the transference is done, you hear 4 butts hitting the ground.
Opens my eyes to look around at them.
You see Script sitting there panting, his coat not as shiny as before. Elysium's mane has stopped waving in an ethereal wind. Lupina seems barely strong enough to even sit. And Morphus is straight out passed out.
Are you guys okay?
While you see white glowing fur on your muzzle.
Ah! What the...
We will be all right in time, dear. Script says, panting slightly.
Goes up and nuzzles Script a bit. I hope so. You don't exactly look the best right now.
Well, I've spent 500,000 years trapped in a lake, and I didn't even have a bite to eat yet. There was just 2 cups of tea, so go figure. Anyhow, you should be very careful, because you're brimming with energy right now, and please don't take this the wrong way, but your fur kinda hurts.
Steps back. Oh, sorry.
You see a few slight cuts on his cheek.
Ah! Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
It's quite all right. I've had worse.
Why aren't they healing? of course, because I have the power. Ugh.
Yes. And Elysium speaks up. And for as long as you have our powers, we are mortal.
Huh. That makes me immortal.
In the literal sense, you are the closest thing to a real god this planet has now.
Chuckles a little bit. Well, maybe Mist Boy's, what's the word? Prediction will come true then.
Elysium kind of looks at the passed out Morphus.
What kind of prediction?
He said I'd be a wolf forevermore, which I took to mean that I'd be immortal. Now I know that actually that just meant that I was a wolf incarnate, and that I just would live longer than most normal wolves, but I didn't know that at the time.
And Elysium kind of face-offs.
Look, I don't think you kind of understand what Morphus said there. Being a wolf forevermore simply means that during your lifetime you will be a wolf. And after your death you will be a wolf, because your bones will remain those of a wolf.
Yeah, I got that now. But considering my knowledge as a fool was that wolves lived till only less than 100 years, and then I lived longer than that, and I stopped aging, it kinda developed into an idea that I was immortal. To be fair, I didn't know anything about our kind until I met Script.
And everyone kind of looks at Script and he just shrugs.
Now, Midnight.
Hmm?
You have half of the power of creation now.
Yeah.
Be very, very careful what you do.
What do you mean?
Well, let's start with something very, very harmless, let's say.
Okay.
I want you to imagine a cupcake. But not just how it looks or how it tastes. I want you to imagine the whole thing, ingredients and all.
Okay. Tries imagining a chocolate fudge muffin.
And chocolate fudge muffin suddenly pops into existence right in front of you.
Grabs it. Okay, that is cool. Here, Script, have a muffin.
And he eagerly eats it.
Thank you. First thing I've eaten in 500,000 years. But do you understand what I mean?
Huh?
Okay, maybe something more deliberate. Okay, imagine a campfire.
Okay. Imagine.
And the campfire appears in front of you.
Whoa. So, all I have to do is imagine it and it'll happen?
To a certain degree. There are some rules.
Like?
But, well, for example, you can't recreate one of us as an evil form or something.
So not what Script did then?
What? Oh, you mean me separating from Gerald? No. That was completely different. What I mean is, You cannot clone me and then make that clone evil.
Aww, but I wanted some fun.
Don't joke around while having the power of creation. Your word literally is law.
Oh. Okay. So I'm just going to shut up then, for a bit.
And script goes on explaining to you that there are some rules, like you now have the powers of all 4 of them. Meaning you have the power of script, who can basically create portals at will. Who can create gems with magical properties at will. And has increased physical strength and a quite keen intellect. You have the powers of Elysium, who can rule over the realm of the dead. You can bring back the dead, if need be, and decide who goes where. She can also create portals by at will. And just as all of them can create things with her mind. You have the power to shapeshift like Morphus. And travel dimensions like him.
Okay.
And you have the increased physical strength and speed of Queen Lupina, making your growls, howls, barks, whatever, imbued with magic.
Whoa. So, I have a few questions.
Morphus wakes up and groggily says, "Go ahead, dear fella."
Well, Morphus might know of these, but... Script?
Yes?
The whole adventure with evil Gerald and all, he basically wanted my gem to escape this entire place, yes?
Yes.
But this gem can only be used by me.
Yes, I deadlocked it to you.
So then it wouldn't have worked for him.
No.
Then what was the whole danger thing?
Well, if I had told him that he can't use it because I deadlocked it to you, he wouldn't have had any reason to keep you alive.
Well, couldn't I have been to keep me alive? Never mind. We'll forget about it. Whatever. Talk about that later.
But anyhow, and then script kind of tells you that they have to talk about something between themselves for a moment.
But I'm the one fighting here. Shouldn't I be involved in that?
He tells you that he's very, very sorry, but this is kind of a quote-unquote family matter.
Fine. Walks to the corner for a bit.
Script asks you to go to one of the side rooms.
Fine. Goes into one of the side rooms.
Okay, just wait a moment.
Wait, are you?
And in that,
No, I was just thinking we should, because it's only 15 minutes.
It's only short.
Fine.
It's the last few minutes.
Fine.
And in the side room, on a sofa, sitting, you encounter Nightfall, who kind of is muted. No, now he's not.
Sorry, I just mute myself out of habit so that I can just wait and listen to the videos I'm watching.
Yeah, okay. So, Nightfall, we don't have long, but you now have the omnipotent midnight. You two are in a side room. You are sitting on a couch, reading a book on how to summon Cthulhu.
As you do.
Oh, hey Nightfall.
Hello, miss. How are you doing?
Just preparing to battle ultimate evil to save the entire universe.
Glances over at you curiously. I'm missing something, aren't I? I feel like there's something I'm missing here.
How about the fact that I'm glowing white?
Well, I mean, I didn't want to address it. That's probably the more obvious thing I should start with, but what's going on?
You know about that script is one of the 5?
One of the 5. What? There's several things that are grouped into groups of 5.
One of the 5 things that were created at the beginning of creation, 5 beings anyway.
Oh.
And remember that the lithium that we met ages ago, who's kind of helped us against Gerald? She's one of them too.
I wasn't sure if he was serious or not.
Oh yeah, very serious. So basically, the 4 of them had together, 4 of them had half of creation's power, and then the last one has half of the creation's power. And now that guy is coming to this planet to try and take all of the creation power, and so they've given it all to me.
So you're telling me you have half of all the power in creation?
Of creation, yes.
That seems like an awful lot of power and an awful lot of responsibility to place on you.
Yeah. Yeah, no pressure whatsoever.
Oh, absolutely not.
So now they're having a family meeting. Which I'm concerned about, because they're not letting me involved in it when I'm the one fighting.
He just sort of shrugs at you. Well, what do you want me to do about it, miss? I just work here, okay? That's above my pay grade.
Maybe go see family? Because there's a very high likelihood that I won't succeed.
Yeah. You're probably right about that, miss, but I don't know.
I could teleport you right there.
No. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die here working. Just as I always have, just as I have always planned to. I will die in my place of employment.
Reading a book about Cthulhu. Hello?
Nightfall?
90?
I think we have lost Nightfall. I mean, he's still in the channel.
Yeah.
But there you see a stallion who is dedicated to his job.
Clearly. Well, in all fairness... Well, there you are! Nightfall?
Yes?
You suddenly went quiet.
I'm sorry about that. I must have gotten distracted. Something. Don't worry about it. It's nothing.
Okay then. Walks over and sits on a chair. Well, guess I'm stuck here with energy pulsing through my fur.
That sounds slightly uncomfortable, to say the least.
I scratched Script's face just by nuzzling him.
Oh. Okay, so energy somehow hardens your fur into some sort of blade? Yeah, no, I've seen Stranger.
Shrugs. Well, I'm hungry. Maybe I can... You hungry?
Gestures to a fridge in the corner of the room. Well, a mini fridge. Yeah, we got a tiny food box over there. Go nuts.
Nah, I'm going to practice with these powers. I want a freshly cooked chicken.
And a freshly cooked chicken in a lot of gravy with potatoes appears in front of you.
Mmm. Digs in. Messily. Throwing a bit of gravy and potatoes in Nightfall's way.
Casually stops them in midair before vanishing them. Would you just be careful of the books? That's all I'm asking. These are very valuable, very rare. Just be careful of the books.
Oh, relax. Either Script or I'll clean it up later.
It's still a very valuable book.
If you survive, that is.
I will survive.
I will survive. Hey, hey.
Yeah.
So, Nightfall, you don't want anything to eat?
You sure you don't want anything? I can make you cake, I can make you muffins, I can make you bagels, I can make you whatever you want.
He stares at you for a moment. How about a potato? How about just a normal, regular, uncooked potato?
Looks a little confused at Nightfall, but shrugs. Sure. Imagines a simple, normal potato.
And a potato about the size of Nightfall slams onto the table.
Well, there you go.
He opens his mouth to say something, but then shuts it just as fast.
What? You asked for a potato, I gave you a potato.
Well, that I cannot deny, miss.
Also, please stop calling me miss. How many times have I told you that?
I'm sorry, it's just... I don't know what else to call you.
How about mid or midnight?
Alright, midnight.
There you
He grabs
go.
the potato and shrinks it down to a standard potato size before taking a bite out of it. Yep, that's definitely a potato.
Well, hopefully I can use this number 5 guy likes food. I can just throw food at him.
That seems like an extremely stupidly simple solution to this. This very serious threat. This seems like an impractically simple solution.
Sometimes the most simplest solutions work. I mean, how do you think I get my evil self to calm down and not be evil?
You're telling me that you give it food, you just kind of throw food in its general direction, and it's like, you know what? I'm not gonna want to kill you so much, or at least long enough to where it is.
Well, no, she doesn't. Well, actually, that works sometimes when she's in a bratty mood, but no, when she's fully gone crazy, you'd be amazed at what a song can do.
You are an odd one, aren't you?
Yep. But so are you.
I suppose I cannot deny that. He shuts the book and sets it on the table. So, you need to kill number 5.
Well, I need to take his magic. The problem is, I don't know how to do that.
Well, there's a variety of ways you can do that. Are you wanting to actually permanently disable his abilities? Do you want to absorb his magic? It all depends on what you want to do.
Well, from what I understand, the only way is to absorb his magic, which makes him mortal, which means I can then kill him.
Is there a reason you want to kill him?
He wants to destroy the entirety of reality and become a god.
He wouldn't be the first one.
True, but I'm pretty sure it is the only way. Besides, he's the only one of the 5 that can absorb everyone else's. Which means I can absorb his. It's the only magic that's compatible.
For a moment. What if we just let him destroy reality? What happens then?
Everyone dies.
Do they?
Yes! That is not an option.
I mean, I might have something or other somewhere in my archives that might help you. I think I might have... Oh, let me think. I mean, are you a demon? Do you have any demonic ancestors or relatives? Current or former?
Gives him a deadpan look. Now. But...
Well, that's a shame. Then you can't wield the unholy.
I'll think of something. Maybe all I need is to get a hold on him, and maybe I can absorb it. Hopefully, he turns up as a relatively physical being.
Is there any way for you to... Do you think any sort of blade or weapon would work in this case? Because I might have a sword or two that might help here.
Look, raises my claws in the armor. This armor is the only thing that can hurt him.
The armor?
Yes.
The armor. The armor. The thing that is meant to protect is the only thing that can hurt him.
Yes.
Are you sure you're not talking about the claw guards?
Well, the claws! Yes, the claws of this thing. I don't know. This armor is enchanted to protect me and hurt him.
And I have to interrupt you two here for a second. As much as it is fun to listen to you two, we are kind of at the end of our
time limit. Yeah.
Of our time limit. But not only that, but we're going to end on a little bit of a cliffhanger here. Because while you two are talking, you hear a gigantic explosion from the next room and the whole building shaking.
I think that's my cue. Jumps up.
And here we end the thing.
That works. I was gonna rush out, but okay.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's always enjoyable to get to play around with you guys. It's awesome. I'm sorry I joined so late. I would have joined earlier, but I had other things that I had to attend to.
It's no problem. I actually am thinking about making a little bit of this whole thing a little bit more serious, like creating character sheets and everything.
That would be cool.
It would also make it a lot easier for people to join in.
Oh, absolutely.
Like having character sheets, having to create different classes, races, and everything, you know.
Yeah.
And but with school and my finals coming up, I kind of don't have a lot of time to do that, but I will get onto it maybe this weekend.
I wish you guys would host these more on the weekend so that I actually will be able to join from the start.
Yeah, maybe this weekend. We'll see.
We'll
Hope
see.
so.
I'm sadly... The problem with my work is that it's shift-based, and it can be any time during the week. I am free, though, Sunday.
Yeah, that was a plan, love.
Well, I wasn't going to say definite, but okay.
Well, I definitely planned on it, but I would have asked you on Sunday, hey, love, are you up for a stream? Because I like doing these too, so...
Ditto. Always, my sweet. Just want to make sure that the other character is free, too.
Yeah. That will be fun.
Oh, no. Just letting you all know, guys, we are all doomed.
Yeah, because...
Probably. We're probably... Realistically, everyone is going to die.
Nightfall, you have no idea. My roommate is going to play the fifths.
Oh, I like how we don't even have, like, a name for him. He's just called the Fifth. For some reason, I don't know why, I just imagine his name, he's just, like, a very normal human, and his name is just, like, Craig. I don't know why.
How can we use that? Please, okay, remind me that name, Nightfall, on Sunday. Seriously, remind me of that name.
Super Craig.
Anyway.
It was a lot of fun, guys.
Ditto, yes.
And
Right?
don't summon Cthulhu in the kitchens.
No,
I won't. I promise.
I don't believe a word. Anyway. Thank you all for joining us.
And see you next time.
Keep watching that moon.